to your neighbor. I mean it, please find your seat now. It is time to sit down. The shofar will blow very shortly now. Yeah-da-da-da. She and her, and I have the distinct honor tonight of welcoming you to the Mazals. I want to say welcome to all of us who are gathered here in person and to everyone who's joining us online. Welcome to all the people here in New York City and all of the rest of y'all in the broader diaspora. Let's have some fun tonight. One of the themes of this evening is bodily autonomy, so we'll be giving lots of invitations, and please know they're just invitations. You get to decide what you want to do tonight, and I hope what you decide feels good. Another part of my job is introducing some fantastic people. The first introduction I'd like to make is of Luis. Does anyone know where Luis is? Come on down. As Luis makes his way to the stage, I would also love to introduce Brandon. Brandon, Luis, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hey everyone, buenas tardes, good evening. My name is Luis and I'm here as one of your interpreters for Spanish, for folks who are listening online, or if anyone's here who needs interpretation in Spanish, I'll make the announcement in Spanish in a second, but we can also do that. Buenas tardes, buenas noches, me llamo Luis y soy uno de sus intérpretes. Estoy aquí con mi compañera María, que está por ahí atrás. Y si hay alguien aquí que necesita interpretación al español, por favor, levanten la mano, armen bulla, búsquennos, estamos allá en la mesita al lado del muro. Y nada más, que disfruten mucho de la fiesta. So enjoy your party and thank you for having us.
Muchísimas gracias. ¿Y Brandon?
Thanks. Hi, everybody. So I'm Brandon Kazan-Maddox, and then we have Jess Ames over here as our ASL interpreter, as an ASL artist. We'll be holding down the sign language for any deaf people who want to enjoy the Mazals. And thank you all for having us. Let's enjoy.
All right, so that was your official welcome from the stage. It's now your turn. You have 30 seconds to say hello and welcome to the people next to you. You can do it in English. You can do it in Spanish. You can do it in ASL. You have 30 seconds. Go!
Do you want a little music to bring people back, or do you want to do it?
I think I can do it. It's kind of quiet.
Good.
Yeah, thank you, though. You have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Again, my name is Megan, and I have been the board chair of JFRED for a while now. It's true. But tonight, I get the very special job, which is to be the MC of the Mazals. For many of you, this is many Mazals in, and for many of you, this is your first. So the way I want to describe is that the Mazals is JFRED's big annual celebration / fundraiser. We're hoping it's like a big, delicious, queer, Jewish rent party / birthday party that we haven't had in person in a while, but we're back this year. Right now. Literally right now. And I'm a little bit nervous and very excited, and I'm very happy that you came. Your presence is a gift tonight. Some more folks that I would like to introduce are the Mazals Band, led by the fabulous Ira Honan Temple. Another wonderful part of my job is that I get to say thank you on this stage. So I first want to say thank you to Bad News Bear and Drag Story Hour. Your work is beautiful, valuable, highly skilled, and life-giving. I also want to say thank you to all of the staff and the volunteers, the friends and the family who are making it possible for each one of us to be here tonight in this way. And I want to say thank you to the land, to the water, the air. Thank you to the trees and all the plants and animals, including us people, who call this particular place home, in the past, in the present, and in the future. Before we begin, I ask you to join me in acknowledging that we are gathered on the unceded land of the Lenape, Merrick, Canarsie, Rockaway, and Matinacock nations. And speaking of land and our relationships as a community to place and time, I'm thinking tonight about the connections between our many struggles over sovereignty. Sovereignty of land, of our bodies, of our speech, and our futures. From Atlanta to Florida to Palestine and beyond, we are connected to and in solidarity with people in struggle near and far. And we're dealing with similar struggles in New York City too. Displacement, the escalating state violence and crushing of dissent, an increasingly organized far right, the gutting of public education and social services, a loss of control over our bodies and health, and anti-democratic fear-mongering leaders and policies. Just last week, Mayor Adams made the horrifying comment that new immigrants who are entering New York City in large numbers would quote unquote destroy this city. And yet, condemnations are not enough to counter these MAGA talking points and this dangerous xenophobia. So we're organizing a Sukkot action, and for more info on that, don't forget to go to the membership table and get a flyer about our upcoming events. So now I want to introduce our fantastic virtual host for the evening, J.D. Davids, AKA @TheCrankyQueer. Seriously, go follow them on Instagram, or go follow him on Instagram right now. You're welcome. JD, take it away.
Hi, thanks. We're so excited to be co-hosting this event together. Welcome to everyone gathered near or far. Welcome to those who are on site and those joining from your living rooms, from your offices, from where you're putting your kid to bed or making sure they're doing their homework. Shout out to Geronimo and H Sound and the On Point Studios team for creating an awesome virtual experience. And for everyone joining you, wherever you are, we're glad you're here. For those of you who are not joining us tonight because you are resting, because you are caring for your family, because you are caring for your neighbors, thank you for not being here. Thank you for joining us all and doing what needs to be done. And thank you for everyone at JFridge and everyone involved with this, because we know it's hard to have an on-site event. It's hard to have a remote event, and it's hardest to have a hybrid event. So thank you to JFridge for consistently taking this on throughout a continued pandemic, and then hopefully until the end of time, because there's always people who can't be on site. And we say on site, not in person, because everyone who joins us tonight through any mechanism, or who sees this recording, or who hears about it, you are people. We are here together in our personhood. And when we go to events that deny people their personhood by requiring them being on site, when funders are refusing to pay what they paid for during quote unquote the pandemic for having remote and virtual options, we are depersonalizing people. So the next time you're invited to go to an event, ask if there's a virtual and hybrid option, demand that there's a virtual and hybrid option, and considering what you're doing if you're going despite the lack of that. Thank you.
For many of us, this may be the first mass gathering that we've been to since the pandemic. It might be the biggest event that you've been to in years. And we are grateful that we have a community of care to take precautions and allow us to do this, and for JFridge's ongoing commitment to prioritizing hybrid spaces. It's important for JFREG members to meet each other and for us to be together in the ways that make sense. So I invite you to revel in this tonight and have a good time. And also donate. But also, of course, do what you need to do. Take some space if you need it. There's a quiet space over there in the back. Whenever you need to leave, please, you do not have to do it alone. We have people who will happily walk you to the subway because care also means getting home safe. And a reminder that we have a virtual option because not everyone can be in this space. We are growing our muscle to build those spaces too. Thank you for being with us as we grow in that way. One of JFREG's core values is about practicing the world as it should be, right here, right now. That means we're committed to the daily practice of how we grow richer and stronger when we include people who have been historically excluded. That's because care is an antidote to everything that hurts us, and celebrating is one of the ways that we show care. Tonight is a celebration of care and an opportunity for us to practice caring for one another. We show care when we organize too. An antidote to authoritarianism is grassroots community organizing. Thank you for being here. Look to your left and to your right. These are the people who are in this fight with you and who you are practicing care with tonight. To paraphrase Bernie Sanders, are you ready to care for people you don't know? Okay, then you gotta say it. In a second, I'm gonna ask us all to say, I'm ready to care for people I don't know. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm ready to care for people I don't know. Yes, you are. Care means ferocious love and joy, holding the grief and the celebration. Be gentle and generous with each other, not just tonight, but always. We have all gone through so much loss. And with that, it's time to get started and start celebrating our honorees. Presenting first is Julia Salazar, the first Democratic Socialist elected to the New York State Legislature in nearly a century. Mm-hmm. Oh, we have a change of plans.
I believe I'm calling up Tiffany Caban. Am I right? It's not the Tiffany and Julia look-alike or anything like that. Julia had to call in sick, unfortunately, and Tiffany heroically showed up. Thank you, Tiffany.
We wanted to come up to the stage, right?
Yes, go up onto the stage. Apologies. I'm so sorry how that happened. Welcome. What's up, y'all? I will say if there is one elected that I would take every single time to be mistaken for, it is Senator Julia Salazar. That's like the nerd of all nerds. She's the best, the smartest, beautiful JFREG ally. It is an honor to be here with y'all tonight. Make sure you go to that back table, throw down some cash, get some good new swag. I've got my brand new hat with me. But the thing that I am most excited about is having the privilege of presenting the Mazals Award to the Vocal New York Homelessness Union. Give it up. Since 1999, the Vocal New York Homelessness Union, then called the NYC AIDS Housing Network, has been organizing currently and formerly unhoused New Yorkers to win quality housing for low-income people impacted by the war on drugs, by mass incarceration, and by HIV and AIDS. And today, the Vocal Homelessness Union is fighting Mayor Adams' brutal criminalization of homelessness. They've led the fight to get cops out of homeless outreach, advocating fiercely for the package of Actually, it's my bill that I hold in the city council, Care Not Cops. And it's a bill that mandates that our city outreach is conducted by nonviolent service workers trained in trauma-informed care. It means stopping NYPD sweeps of encampments and demanding access to public taxpayer-funded bathrooms and pushing the city to remove barriers to permanent housing. And this is the work that they have been doing for so long, but it could not be more critical in this moment with a mayor that is hell-bent on austerity, that is the mayor that is beholden to corporate real estate interests, and it has come at the expense of some of the most vulnerable New Yorkers. And there is no better juxtaposition than the Homelessness Union over at Vocal. They have been a trusted and beloved partner to JFRED at every step of the way on y'all's connected and collective journey to reshape New York City into a city that cares for all of those who call it home, and has inspired us and taught us the way to organize. And the critical piece of this, and JFRED embodies this so well, is that the way to organize is by making sure you leave absolutely nobody behind. And while their primary focus is to win quality housing for low-income people impacted by the war on drugs, mass incarceration, HIV/AIDS, they are dedicated to the belief that safe, affordable, and stable housing is a human right for everybody. They are a powerful collective of currently or formerly homeless folks to win quality housing and know exactly what's at stake and have such a clear vision of what we all deserve. And I think that another important thing to mention is that their leadership comes from the very communities that they are trying to help and move forward, right? Many of them are part of that community that has been dominated, marginalized, oppressed, and they're organizing their peers and creating opportunity for life-changing leadership. No one cares more about these issues than the members of the homelessness unit. No one is a better expert on these issues than the members of the Vocal New York homelessness unit. And we've had plenty of leaders who have now become our ancestors, and I just want to take a moment to remember some of the incredible members of Vocal New York that we lost in this past year. Carl Stubbs, Will Robertson, Linda Beal, Miss Mary Hall. May their memory be a blessing. Their legacies live on as their labor of love makes our city, our society, and our world become a more caring place. And their memory inspires us in continuing the daily fight for public policy that defies stigma and repairs harm. And so I just want to end by saying, with their fearless activism, their brilliant strategic thinking, and their truly inspiring vision of our family at the Vocal Homelessness Union, they are the people who are going to lead us to the promised land of a New York where we treat our neighbors with compassion and care, invest in communities rather than police them, and where high quality, affordable housing is a human right. And so it is my honor, pleasure, and privilege on behalf of JFRED to present Vocal New York Homelessness Union with this beautiful award.
So, thank you. Good evening, everybody. We are the Vocal New York Homelessness Union. And my name is Selena, and I am one of the Homelessness Union organizers that gets to work with these amazing individuals that are here with me every single day. So I am the blessed one. And on behalf of the organization, we would like to thank JFRED for this special honor. We are truly humbled. As an organization of directly impacted people, we fight tirelessly to better the lives of others. Much like the beloved Moses of the Bible, we fight for a better world, long-suffering through storms and ills of society. And much like Moses, we fight relentlessly, knowing that a better future awaits, and we won't all be there to see it. We accept this award in honor of our fellow peers who transitioned in this life this year, who also fought like Moses for a promise that they would not live to see. So we call their names again: Mary Hall, Tony Banks, Carl Stubbs, Linda Beal, and Will Robinson. Vocal was founded to challenge narratives. Narratives that tell you that those who are victims of a corrupt policy are the sole threat to society. Narratives that tell you that the 90% of people experiencing homelessness who are Black, brown, poor, disabled, and undocumented are not an urgency. Narratives that tell you imperialism, war, capitalism, poverty, hunger, and homelessness are an individual's problem. Narratives that tell you homelessness is merely a crisis as opposed to an act on class warfare. Not only has New York City become unaffordable, it is becoming increasingly hostile. More funding is being spent to ensure the failure of sensible policies like housing, healthcare, education, and food security are even happening. So for us, shifting the narrative of this crisis begins with our choice of name: Homelessness Union. Yes, housing is a human right, but it's more than housing we seek. Housing isn't enough. Housing, as a noun, has been deduced to a thing instead of a place. It is a thing that can wait, be worked out, and negotiated year after year after year. We challenge you, not as allies, not as accomplices, but as co-conspirators, to understand and then expand this notion of housing. We all need a place to call home. Get it? Homeless Union. Where there is safety, personal connection, peace of mind, and a road to stability. It is not enough to just provide housing. So in conclusion, we leave you with a charge to ensure the housing we fight for can become a home for everyone. That we work together to undo the policies and the narratives that enact state violence and move to provide true care and compassion every human being deserves. There is no question about whether we fight for this like our lives depend on it. It does. For the ones that we named, it did. It is a question of whether you look at me, I look at you, and we look at each other, whether or not we are worthy enough. And with that being said, we thank you tonight for this honor.
All right, hello. Those were some choice tunes. Thank you very much. Good evening, friends. My name is Audrey Sesson, and I'm already weeping. Rachel's laughing at me. I'm the Executive Director of Jews for Racial and Economic Justice. I am utterly delighted to be with you all this evening. What an astonishingly beautiful crowd, and what a powerful community that we are. We waited 4 years for this feeling of togetherness, and damn if it doesn't feel amazing. Something we say a lot at JFREJ, I say it all the time, is there's no justice just for Jews, and there's no justice that erases us. I want to break it down just a wee bit. There's no justice just for Jews. That's our way of saying that we don't get free unless everyone is free. It's why we do all of our organizing in coalition with others, with Vocal, and so many other powerful organizations around this city fighting for a just future. And there's no justice that erases us. That's our way, that is our way of saying we are here. We are loud and proud Jewish New Yorkers, secular and observant, Mizrahi, Sephardi, Ashkenazi, Bukharan, white, brown, black, Asian, young and old, disabled, queer, and trans. And in the future we're fighting for, we get to be all of these things and not apologize for a single one of them. That, yeah, you can clap for that. That is what the fight for multiracial democracy is all about. And right now, that's what's at stake. Jews need a strong left to survive, period. Right? But the same is true for all communities, and in New York in particular. With our sizable Jewish population, New York needs a strong and powerful Jewish left to win. Yeah. When we are not organized as Jews, as part of multiracial coalitions, we are vulnerable to division and fear-mongering. When we are organized as Jews, as part of multiracial coalitions, we embody the pluralistic future we are building together, and we are far more powerful as a result. And when we're able to build that critical mass of communities arm in arm with one another, not confused about our shared humanity, we will win. So with that, thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Whether you joined tonight for the first time or for the last 30 years, we need all of us, and we all have something to contribute. And so please join me in giving a special round of applause for our close to, I think, 300 host committee members this evening. Woo! Your financial support has gone a long, long way to helping us reach our ambitious fundraising goal, and we could not be more grateful. Thank you also to our incredible board of directors. Oh my goodness, I need my flowers. Please, someone pass me those flowers that are over there. Okay, thank you so much, Rachel. All right. I want to say a big thank you to our incredible boards of directors for JFREJ Action and JFREJ Community. These boardies show up, they follow through, and they're in it to win it for JFREJ, so round of applause for them. And finally, I will never be able to thank the great Megan Madison enough. She is finishing her 6th and final year on the board, and because board leadership is such a thankless behind-the-scenes role, I want to take this opportunity to publicly acknowledge the truly mind-blowing leadership she has shown as our board chair through some of the most challenging waters any ED would ever have to navigate. JFREJ's success is because of how she holds us steady as an organization and how she holds me steady as well, and I am endlessly grateful. Megan, it is time for your flowers. Okay. Woo. All right, and now, folks, the moment many of you have been waiting for, our second honoree, Rachel McCullough. All you have to do is flip through your program book or look around this room to have a glimpse into how many people Rachel has mentored and how much transformative work Rachel has shaped at JFredge and in New York. Just in New York, you guys. Her legacy and impact is immeasurable, and we are humbled to honor her this evening. And by special request from her dad, I must add, Rachel, your parents are very proud of you.
So now, it is our deep privilege to begin proceedings for Rachel McCullough. We are first inviting up Bobby Sackman, a JFredge member and a caring majority leader, to literally sing your praises. Bobby?
There you are. Okay.
There she is.
Okay, great. 1, 2, 3.
How did you do it all? How did you keep the score between C3 and C4? How did you know which to certify? Your replacements multiply. The Jewish vote you grew because you're not a fringe Jew. You're a Jewish resistor too. You won progressive votes, sunk centrist votes, cooked up political challenge stew. Freedom to thrive, caring majority. Rachel's team made priorities. Lift up young and old, defensive bold, generational solidarity. Here we go now. Hey, hey, Rachel McCullough. Let's all give her a holler from the flower of our hearts. Join me. Hey, hey, Rachel McCullough. Let's all give her a holler. Turned organizing to an art. A lefty art. Ooh. She's my baby, said Big Bro Gabriel. All you could do was fail. Bobby Ruthie smiles on baby Ruthie dear. Generations of love through the years. Ruthie sweet like one fiercely in the night. Rachel Megan, Ruthie Gabriel. Let's take a moment to bless this family. Time to sigh a loving group bell. Oh, hey, 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 Rachel McCullough. Let's all give her a holler from the flower of our heart. Hey, hey, Rachel McCullough. Let's all give her a holler. Turned organizing into an art. A lefty art. There's more. While Rachel stays quiet, causing political riots. Karaoke, her stunning voice swells. Amazon never saw the coming hell. By spite, all the king's men fell. Transform the Jewish left, economy of care. Build Rachel's feminist vision we dare. Who could do it better? Building Jewish left power? Audrey, Leo, Sophie, Alicia, Kelly, Lexi, and Zahara, all of JFredge.
I'm the assembly member. We got the comptroller, and we got some special cute plaques for Rachel.
And if you cheer loud enough, Farrah will sing hers.
But this is truly an honor to be able to present, thank you. Present this to Rachel because she is amazing. Amazing is an understatement. So let me just stick to the proclamation so that way I make sure I say it all, okay? All right. So we're honoring Rachel today because it's my intent to recognize the work of individuals who have worked to affect enduring and positive change in their communities, right? My favorite part is McCullough's Leadership for Jews for Racial and Economic Justice, JFRED, y'all know that, and Solidarity with Domestic Workers movement helped establish the first in-nation Domestic Workers Bill of Rights. That's you right there, sis. And whereas in 2015, Rachel McCullough, along with Hand in Hand, a group that she founded, because she's a founder, right, and other JFRED staff, launched the New York Caring Majority, a statewide coalition of older adults, disabled people, family caregivers, and home care workers, along with me, with the goal of building a feminist economy where we honor and celebrate our independence and shared humanity. And when she came into this caring majority, she killed it because they won $7.7 billion in new state funding for home care workers in 2002. All right? And that's the largest state financial investment in home care wages in the country. And she came back the next year to make sure they don't take it back. That's right. And so, your Rachel McCullough's twin commitments to transformative vision and material change has inspired a generation of people of all ages and disabilities to stop at nothing to unite within a movement of dignity for all bodies and all work. And so therefore there be it proclaimed that I honor Rachel McCullough for her vision, courage, determination, and for her many contributions to building a caring economy for all. Okay? So that's that. Sister, this is for you. And I also give it for my mom. Okay? Because you was fighting for her and everybody else that didn't have the voice. Thank you so much, Rachel. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on to this.
Right. Oh, all right. Just like Moses brought 2 tablets, the lawmakers here are bringing 2 proclamations.
All right. And I'm Katie Unger. I'm a founder of the Jewish Vote and a board member of JFRED. And we're going to model co-governance here in presenting this commendation.
Proclamation co-governance. I can't explain the 3 hats, really. That's like the Dad Lander version of Mazals Fabulous. Right. All right. This commendation is presented to Rachel McCullough for her radical imagination, sense of possibility, and commitment to a transformational agenda that centers dignity and care for all New Yorkers.
For her strategic insight, instincts, and leadership in electing leaders who put people first.
For her skillful practice of tochecha, holding comrades and elected officials accountable through brave conversations and strong relational organizing, which I can definitely speak to personally.
For, in evidence, well, not exactly today, but her excellent bow ties and sense of style. We've got 1 out of 2.
For her tremendous victories, from the New York Domestic Workers Bill of Rights to higher wages for home care workers to curtailing stop and frisk. Let's hear it for that. In building a New York that lives up to our values of racial and economic justice, and her indefatigable efforts in the face of setback and resistance to improve the day-to-day lives of all New Yorkers.
for her role as an heir to Clara Lemlich, Rose Schneiderman, Pauline Newman, Teresa Malkiel, Emma Goldman, Grace Paley, and Melanie K. Kantrowitz.
Amen. Amen and amen. For her commitment to those forebears' belief in a rich and radical Jewish life baked into the bricks and woven through the paving stones of our home, New York City.
For her insistence that a Jewish vote is a vote for housing justice, for a caring economy, for an end to state violence, and for a real democracy where all are welcome and can flourish.
And for all her tremendous contributions to the city of New York.
Let's play the song again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know these out.
Hi, everybody. A Bobby Sackman original. I'm going to sing that to myself in the mirror every day. But look at us. Look at us. Look around again. Look at us. Have you ever seen a more loving, dazzling, committed, fierce community? I can't really see well, but I see so many curls. The curls are beautiful. And I see the looks. Such good looks, everyone. You're all amazing. It has been the honor of my life to serve this last decade plus. I didn't quite appreciate it when I was a new member or when I first came on staff, but it's actually very rare to get to be a young organizer in an organization as intergenerationally stacked as this one. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like out in this crowd, if you look around, there are freedom riders, there are veterans of the ACT UP, there are feminist theologians, rabbis, union organizers, balloon animal artists, synth players, labor lawyers. You need a job done, you turn to the JFridge membership. We got you covered. So give it up for yourselves. It has been a profound privilege, and also the last decade plus have featured some heavy times for our city, for the planet, for me personally. And in the toughest moments, when I was genuinely not sure that I could get out of bed and keep going, it's in those moments that I turn to Kermit the Frog. And I know what you're thinking, our genders are similar, but it's not only that. I love the song, The Rainbow Connection. Other fans out there, Rainbow Connection, yeah? There's something about that song that regulates me. It reassures me, Kermit reassures me that someday we'll find it. The Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. That's right. So what I'm gonna do with my time is first, I'm gonna talk about what that rainbow means to me. Then I'm gonna talk about the connection. And for all my fellow Irish Jews out there, where does the rainbow lead? To a pot of gold. That's right. So I'm going to ask you all for money. And then we'll see where the night takes us. So the rainbow. I want to take a moment to imagine with you all, what if we actually pulled off Jay Fridge's vision for New York City and state? Picture it. Join me, if you will, in the year 2044. That's 54 years after the founding of Jay Fridge. That's triple high. I hear the Internationale spilling out of the State Senate chambers. And the bodega cat is now the official state bird. Be real, guys. At the center of our economy is care. We've started paying real money to teachers, nurses, domestic workers, child care providers, and home care workers. The rich no longer rig the rules in their favor. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about gender, reproductive care, aging, illness, disability. Respect, interdependence, and bodily autonomy are what all of us have come to expect. So in the future, we'll recall that it was care, the care economy specifically, that helped us face the dual emergencies of climate crisis and racist authoritarianism. And it was with care that we reimagined every aspect of our city. Oh, you can clap for that. So for-profit housing and healthcare are things of the past. And at the Queens waterfront, you can take the Nikita Price Bridge to Carl Stubbs Island. And there you'll find parks and social housing instead of prisons, joy instead of jail cells. This is a New York where the NYPD no longer exists, and public safety is guaranteed by new institutions that are accountable to all of us. This is a New York where we don't trade away rights for safety, where all justice is transformative. This is a New York in which Jews are safe and beloved because our neighbors have our backs just like we have theirs. In this New York, we welcome refugees, and we are in solidarity with those fighting for justice and democracy across the globe. Our city is a shining example of what can be achieved when compassion, care, and cooperation guide our governance. So how does this sound? We want to go there, yeah? Now, when the history of this radical transformation is written, we want them to say, Jews were at the center of this extraordinary movement, arm in arm with our neighbors. And we will be, am I right? We will be. Because ours will be a city that is gloriously, unapologetically Jewish, just as it is gloriously, unapologetically Palestinian, Puerto Rican, Black, Chinese, Korean, and Desi, where all of our cultures and histories are celebrated and nurtured. It's a city where we've fixed whatever the hell is wrong with Staten Island. So that, my friends, is the rainbow. Now, what is the connection? How did we build this New York? I want to talk about ambition. Swing for the fences ambition, because that's what it's going to take. No more half measures. Swing for the fences. Swing for the rainbow. This is a New York in which the socialists and reformers we began electing in just the last few years have assumed the role of mayor and governor. So that's probably someone in this courtyard. I don't know. Don't ask me. Together with grassroots social movements, unions, and civil society, we have implemented social and economic policy that makes our radical hearts sing. That's universal child care, a Green New Deal for New York, single-payer health care, and so much more. So much more. And to do all that, we need robust and sustainable grassroots organizations with chutzpah. Participatory organizations made up of real people willing to knock on doors, schlep around the city with gear and instruments, pull all-nighters, planning actions, getting up early for the bus to Albany, menches in the trenches, ready to take on all the most critical fights ahead. Organizations funded at the grassroots, not by big foundations, because we all know they will never truly challenge capitalism at the level needed. Organizations set up to grow and build power for the long haul. So get this, we are the connection to the rainbow. All these people around you, people who care about each other, this place, and this moment. Now, in the spirit of swinging for the fences, this is my swan song and my cash call. I am now going to ask you all to join me. Let's do this together. Let's make a swing for the fences donation for this rainbow. Whether you can give $10 or $10,000, do me this great honor. Pull out your phone or wallet or checkbook and make a commitment that means something real to you. Now, here's how to do it. You can text Mazals, M-A-Z-A-L-S, to 44-321 to donate now. You'll see that number up, 44-321. You can also go to jfridge.org/give. Or you may notice some very attractive board members starting to circulate with some buckets. Give them your checks, give them your cash. Now, Audrey is an infamous hard ass, as you all know, and she told me I cannot leave my job until I've raised $18,000. And I want to do it all right now with you. I'm gonna swing for the rainbow right now. Can you guys still hear me? All right. I'd like to address the one or two people out there in the crowd who might have access to hundreds of millions, maybe billions of dollars. There might be one of you, one or two, maybe. If you're here tonight, you rock, you believe in this, it's time to give that money away. You already know that money's not serving you. Pull out your checkbook, write a check for $100,000 to JFridge, $100,000 to Vocal New York, $100,000 to Translash Media. Don't think too hard, just do it. I'm looking out there. Are other people ready to make some pledges tonight? Can I get a hand in the air if anyone will donate in honor of Margie Fine, who helped me prepare this pitch? Anyone for Margie Fine? There she is. Can I get a pitch? Can I get a donation? I think she's pledging $250. Who can match her? $250. $250. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? just said that they will match $10,000 if we can raise $10,000. Can we do that? Can we do it? For the rainbow! Wait for the buses! Who can donate? Let me see some hands. Did people make some pledges? Anybody want to show some love? I'm wondering if anyone already donated or is about to donate in honor of Bobby Sackman. Yeah? Any donations in honor of Corrine Luck, mentor to me and I think many of us out there? Corrine Luck. I want some donations in her honor. Keep going, you guys. Who says that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star? Somebody thought of that and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? What do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. You've been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. No, he's too scared. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La da da dee da da do, la da 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 dee da do. Good work, everybody.
Okay, nothing's happening. What's supposed to be happening? Yeah, from the last verse. Oh no, okay. Megan just climbed up on the stage.
How y'all doing? Next on our agenda is to pull some raffle prizes. We are slightly behind on our agenda, so we're going to give you extra time to get those raffle tickets bought. And in the meantime, we are going to introduce the introducer of our final awardee for the evening.
10, Q10.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
One. Oh.
Rabbi Becky Silverstein is the co-initiator of the Trans Halacha Project, on the boards of Sfara and the Jewish Studio Project, and while he grew up in New York, he is now a part of our JFREJ diaspora, members who live outside of New York. Becky and his spouse Naomi quietly and consistently are a source of steadfast support in the broader project of building a vibrant and powerful Jewish left. On top of this, Rabbi Becky has inspired and mentored so many queer and trans Jewish leaders, modeling for all of us the power of community, Torah, and silliness in transforming the world. Please join me in welcoming Rabbi Becky Silverstein to introduce the third nominee.
Wow. I can't believe I have to follow the rainbow connection. But
we all do.
Swing for the rainbows. Yes, please. Over and over again, may we only and always swing for the rainbows. What a blessing to be gathered together to celebrate all of this holy work. What a blessing to be here with all of you. Before I introduce Imara Jones, I want to take one moment just to say to everyone here, particularly my trans folks, I love you. I do. I really, really do. My first opportunity to learn with Imara Jones was this past spring at a political education module through a philanthropy network where I am a member. Imara was invited to share her analysis of how the Christian right is using anti-trans hate as a focal point to galvanize its community, build power, and further their right-wing Christian nationalist agenda. Throughout that hour, I took furious notes. Afterwards, I downloaded all of the available episodes of the Anti-Trans Hate Machine podcast. And in the subsequent weeks, I invited other members of the same philanthropy network and some colleagues in the Jewish world to listen to the podcast with me throughout the Omer, facilitating a conversation through WhatsApp. In short, I was an immediate fanboy, spelled with an I, of course. What spoke to me so powerfully was both the clarity of the analysis being set forth in that session and Imara's own groundedness and resolve in presenting it. As I listened to the Anti-Trans Hate Machine podcasts, I came to admire Imara's tenacity in asking direct questions and reaching out to actors within the Anti-Trans Hate Machine, and in giving voice to members of the trans community at the center of the fight against transphobia. Throughout all of it, I felt a mixture of fear and relief. Fear because this shit is scary. Being targeted is scary. And the process of finding my own power was, in some ways, also scary. Relief because I instantly understood that this is the information and presentation that I had been looking for and that our Jewish communities need if we are going to respond effectively to the real and growing threat of fascism. It isn't just the political analysis focused on anti-trans hate that makes Imara's vision of the world to come so compelling. It is also her focus on the ways in which trans folks are leading the way in providing visions of what is possible. It is the way she uplifts the vast, glittery, joyful, vibrant reality of trans lives. We need both of these things, both trans joy and trans glitteriness, and an understanding of how the anti-trans hate machine is organizing if we are going to win. That I get to stand on this stage and present this award to one of my heroes is quite frankly overwhelming. And that JFREG is honoring Imara is at once unsurprising and deeply moving. JFREG shouts from the rooftops that trans joy is sacred and TERFs are treif, which is Jewish code for feminism that excludes members of our community, doesn't meet our communal standards. Honoring Imara Jones, uplifting the work of Translash Media, and centering the fight against transphobia in the fight against fascism reflects the sincerity of this messaging and our collective commitment to liberation for all of us. Y'all, we are a few days out from 5784. A new year is coming, and so is a new world. As we approach Rosh Hashanah, many of us will hear themes of the creation of the world. My favorite midrash, really, it's my favorite, is one where God looks into the Torah to create the world. And what Jfridge is doing when they shout loudly that trans joy is sacred and TERFs are trafe, what Translash Media is doing when they give us the tools to understand the anti-trans hate machine and share with us visions of trans joy that percolate throughout our world, what we are doing together is nothing short of creating another Torah that we look into to create our world. Imara Jones is shaping new narratives about trans lives and giving us all critical tools to build a more free world. Imara.
Thank you all so much. I am thrilled to be here with you all, if for no other reason than it means that all of those seders were not in vain. Tonight, I was so tempted to say that we should open the door for Elijah, but we're already outside, so I'm not sure how that would work, but Elijah would welcome it regardless. One of the things that I have to do, I was going to go into my remarks, but then I have a bit of housekeeping that my social media manager has demanded that I do in every single speech. So you guys can't be spared either. And that means going to www.translash.org and signing up for our weekly newsletter. It's amazing. It has chock full of information, and it's good. It's great. You can see in our most recent edition, the New York Times responding to the very reporting that we spoke about. So yeah, that was my vacation. That was fun. One of the things about being a part of a prophetic tradition, of course Judaism is a prophetic tradition, is that it means constantly dealing with and confronting hard truths. It means that confronting difficult things is hardwired into who you are. That you don't get to go through life not seeing things as they really are and confronting them, because that is a part of the charge of being a part of a prophetic tradition. And I suspect that that may be one of the reasons why I received the award tonight, because one of the things that I do and that I believe in is that we have to tell hard truths, especially at times of growing darkness. And one of the hard truths that, thank you, I didn't know that was an applause sign. And one of the hard truths that we have to confront right now is that there is actually, contrary to the song, a war on connection. There is a war on the idea of solidarity. There is a war on the idea that our humanity is all bound up with each other. And the reality is that Jews very much are on the front line of that war on connection. Because the Christian nationalist movement, the authoritarian movement, the fascist movement believes that if they can undermine the solidarity demonstrated tonight by Jfridge and through all of the work that you all are doing, that if they can undermine that solidarity, that they can undermine democracy. And the bad news is that they believe a key way to do that is by using the demonization of trans people. As a matter of fact, one of the episodes that we have in this season of the Anti-Trans Hate Machine tells the story of Abigail Schreier. Abigail Schreier is a lawyer and a former columnist for the Wall Street Journal and an author who has written one of the most virulently anti-trans books in recent decades, disguised as a loving guide to parents. And one of the things that Abigail Schreier has written, and these are her own words, is that the union between Jews and Christian nationalists is, quote, a match made in heaven, close quote. And the bad news is that her ideas have become so potent in America that they become a rationale for a host of laws across the country that if I were to tell you that they were anywhere else besides tipping the hand that they were in the United States, you wouldn't believe me. If I told you that people could be denied health care because of who they are, that parents could make the healthcare decisions that they and their doctors and their therapists believe are right for their children. That educators not only don't have to make schools safe for trans people, trans kids, but that they have a duty to report anything that they believe is, quote, gender variant to authorities. That the custody of children could be taken from and denied to parents who lovingly support their trans kids. And if I were to tell you that before telling you that that was the United States of America, you would think that I was talking perhaps about the early days of Germany in the 1930s. Now, this is not to say that the worst will happen. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. And of course, there is no parallel to history to what came after. But we certainly know how it starts. We certainly know how it starts. And what that means is to not look away, to not try to find ways to skirt around the reality that some people are trying to turn painful histories into an excuse to align with oppressors. It means that we have to stand in unity for the humanity and the dignity of everyone. That we all have that responsibility. And what it also means is that we get to be the antidote to the poison. It means that when we feel lost in this moment, when we feel like we don't know what to do, when we feel like we don't know where to start, all we do is have to look to the left and to the right, because the hope is sitting in front of you, and behind you, we are the hope. We are the hope. We are the hope. The other thing that I think about in this moment is that gives me so much hope, I guess the rainbow, is that if history had its way, or if some in history had had their way, neither you nor I would be here today. But what that means is that, as we know, that even in the darkest moments, the light shines brightest and longest no matter how dim. And so what we are required to do in this moment is to have courage. what we are required. See, the light shines no matter what the darkness. It's a metaphor. What we all get to do in this moment is to also be optimistic and to be hopeful and to know that we can win, but to know that the only way that we will survive is together. There is no way forward without us being together. And so in these moments when people try to prey on doubt and fear and mistruths and obfuscation and distraction, that our response is with truth, and that our response is with the light that we each have and that we are gifted and that we get to share with each other. Thank you all so much.
Wow. Thank you. That line, we get to be the antidote to the poison, will be with me. Thank you, Imara. So y'all, we're coming to the end of the program for tonight. Before we do that, we are going to have some rabbis come up and we're going to do some ritual. After that, we're going to have a dance class and also draw the raffle, so stick around. But for right now, I would love to call up the Tirdof rabbis and the fantastic Laura El-Kaslasi and friends to lead us in a piyut, because Rosh Hashanah is right around the corner, and Laura will be leading a Sephardi Mizrahi egalitarian services for the high holidays, and you all are invited. Welcome, rabbis. Come on down. Oh, also, we have some exciting news, y'all. We did it. We raised $10,000. And not only did we raise $10,000, that $10,000 was matched. So we actually made $20,000. Rachel McCullough, do you approve? Rachel approves. All right, rabbis, come on down.
Thank you so much, Megan. So we're going to conclude the ceremony with a piyut indeed called Achot Ketana, which is the opening piyut of Rosh Hashanah services in the Maghreb and in the Middle East. And this piyut has the particularity of being built on 5 verses, which all end with the same sentence. Tichle shana vekileloteha. Let the year and its curses conclude. So let's all say that together. Tichle shana vekileloteha. And then the last verse welcomes the new year with a vision of redemption, with the final line changing to Tahel Shana Ubichoteha. Let the year and its blessings begin. So let's say that all together. Tahel Shana Ubichoteha. And we have here the rabbis from Tirdof. as well as some members of the Sephardi Mizrahi Igal Kehila of Brooklyn. And the piyut that you're going to hear tonight, you're going to hear the Moroccan version. And before we do that, I do want to have a thought for people in Morocco right now who are still struggling for their lives, for their homes, for food, for their livelihoods. And I really want to encourage you as we sing the song, not only to address a prayer so that the curses that just occurred and the curses of the past year may pass, so that redemption and a new year and its blessing may come, but also to take action on it, because we all know that blessings can only come with all of us working together towards restoration and justice. So I invite you to tomorrow make donations for relief efforts in Morocco, as well as to continue giving to JFREG so that social justice will come about in this world, ba'olam hazeh, b'mehera b'yameinu, in our own days. This is Achot Ketana.
Yeshua
a beautiful way to head into 5784. Now, the incredible queer and trans salsa band, Las Mariquitas, is going to set up for their set. Please use this time to make another donation, buy some merch, refill your drink, and then join us on the dancing floor. Enjoy.
Agbójúlógún fira rẹ̀ fọ́chìta o. Oh, yeah. Agbójúlógún fira rẹ̀ fọ́chìta o. Agbójúlógún fira rẹ̀ fúyà jẹ. Agbójúlógún fira rẹ̀ fọ́chìta o. Oh, yeah.
Fred staff members, please come to the front of the stage for a photo. Thank you.
Tell you that. Now what?
Now.
Oh, I'm gonna we're gonna read out. Do you want me to read this out? Oh my gosh. Okay, the first prize is a limited edition J. Fredge hat. I think you should pick it out. I think you should do it. Yep. Yep, you got this. You got this. Don't peek. Don't peek. There you go. Go for it. And it's Hallie. Hallie Kametsky. Yay, Hallie.
And everybody who was not as lucky to win a hat, you can buy your own hat for $25 at the merch table. There are still yellow and pink available.
Oh, no black?
No, we're out. And all right, next one.
Next. Oh, next. Yes. If you win, come up to the stage to claim your prize. Okay, number 2 is 2 sets with signed copies of all 5 First Conversation books by Megan Madison. So first up is the picture book set. Oh. Drum roll, drum roll. Here we go. It's Emma Yura. Emma Yura, if you're still here, I hope you are. Come up to the stage and claim your prize. I'd love to say hello. All right. Okay. 1 minute. All right. All right. So, do you want to do number 3? Okay.
Yeah. Next, we are now going to draw the winner of the board book set of all 5 First Conversations books. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Susan Quinn Jacobs. Susan.
Okay. Woo! Oh, all right. So Susan Quinn Jacobs, get on up here. All right, number 4. Number 4 is a banned books library for the whole family, including 12 books for children, young adults, and adults. So those banned books, we read them here. That's right. Buy banned books. And here we go. And the winner is Alex Weissman. Alex Weissman, are you here? Please come claim your prize. I would like to say hello. If you're not here, J. Fredge will be in touch and email you.
And you can also email Sarah at
Or you could email sarah@jfredge.org. But also, if you know, you could also do these announcements. I think you're going to take the next mic. Okay, hold on. Get ready, because you're next after this.
All right. Next, we are drawing winners for 2 tickets to Orchestra of St. Luke's, an evening with Lang Lang at Carnegie Hall on October 12th, donated by J. Fredge member Jay Golan. Right. Drum roll, please.
You're going to read the name.
And the winner is Jessica Altagracia Wolford.
Yay, Jessica! Come on, claim your prize. Okay, so wait, Alex was the band books. Let's put this down. Band books, you got the band books? All right. Next up, 2 tickets.
2 tickets to November 1918, The Great War and The Great Gatsby at Carnegie Hall on November 8th, also donated by Jay.
Who is our wonderful Vanna White? This is Elizabeth from Vocal New York is picking the prizes. Thank you, Elizabeth. And you want to say the name?
What is the name? Sandy Dubowski? Dubowski.
Yeah. Sandy Dubowski, you are a winner. All right, you got that? One more. Last one.
Last, but most definitely not least, a personal queer history walking tour of the Lower East Side from the Close Friends Collective for up to 10 of your friends.
All right. Get it. Get it.
And the winner is Lily Hughes Robinson.
Hey. Woo! All right. So come on up to the stage if your name has been called, and we shall also email you, or you can reach out to Sarah at jfridge.org, SARA at jfridge.org.
Thank you. One more announcement. We are closing the Zoom. So if you want to keep listening to music, head over to Facebook. And that is where you can continue participating in our fantastic programming for the evening online. Also, another announcement. If you are on JFred's staff, come on down. We would love to take your picture. Yes. Thank you so much. You all are so good at this. You have more practice. You're professionals. But did you have any fun?
Oh my gosh, so much fun.
Good. Good. Of course.
Check, check.
Check. Check. Hello, everyone. Hi. My name is Luca. My pronouns are they, them. And this is my partner over here who's setting up. Jam and she, they. We are part of the Mariquitas Collective, and we are going to start up with a salsa lesson, so that way when the band is playing, you'll be able to dance along with us. Jam, do you want to say something before we start?
My name is Jam. Pronouns are she, her. We're excited to welcome you and welcome Las Mariquitas Collective to provide some music and some movement for you, for anyone that would like to dance with us a little bit. Feel free to come forward. We're gonna do a little demo of the basic movement, the basic rhythm, along with the percussionist to accompany us. So anyone who feels like moving with us, come on down.
I'm going to be down here, and Jam will be up here. If you are ready to dance, come a little closer to the stage so you can see us, okay? All right, so we're going to... Okay, so I'm going to be explaining the feet movement and the feet placement, and Jam is going to be showing what our feet are doing with her hands. All right, so we're gonna start with both of our feet together, and our weight is distributed on both of our feet. When we step our one, we're gonna step in place with our right leg on one. Let's try that again. 5, 6, 7, step on one. And we're gonna step forward with our left leg on two. Step forward on two. And let's make sure we put all of our weight on that. Let's try that again. So we have our feet together, step in place with our right leg on one, forward with our left leg on two, and we have all of our weight on our left leg. We're gonna step with our right leg on three. And we step in place on three. Let's try that together. 5, 6, 7, step one, forward two, in place three. Now we're gonna step together again with our left leg on 5. So we're stepping together just like how we started. Let's try to get to 5. 5, 6, 7, step in place 1, forward 2, in place 3, together again on 5. And now our right leg is gonna go back 6, and our left leg is gonna step in place on 7. And we're gonna try that again. Step together on 1, forward 2, 3, step together on 5, back 6, 7, 1, forward 2, 3. Step together on 5, back 6, 7. Step together on 1, forward 2, 3. Step together on 5, back 6, 7. Step together on 1, forward 2, 3. Step together on 5, back 6, 7. The key thing here, I'm gonna go in the middle. The key thing that we want to do here is that we wanna make sure that we're putting all of our weight on our steps. And to help you out, I always say to count out loud, and it definitely helps in remembering the steps. So let's try that again. Our right leg steps in place on 1, our left leg goes forward 2, in place 3 with our right leg, step together again on 5, back 6, 7. Together on 1, forward 2, 3. Together, back 6, 7. Again, 1, forward 2, 3. 5, back 6, 7. 1, forward 2, 3. Together, 5, back 6, 7. 1, forward 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. If you need any help, you can take a look at Jam's hands. 3. 5, back 6, 7, together on 1, forward 2, 3. Together, back 6, 7, 1, forward 2, 3. Together, back 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. And if you're feeling comfortable with it, you can have your hands kind of at the waist level. 2, 3. 5,
5, 6, 7. 1 forward, 2, 3. 5 back, 6, 7. 1 forward, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. And we're dancing with the bands. We're dancing along with the bands. 1 forward, 2, 3. 5 back, 6, 7. 1 forward, 2, 3. 5 back, 6, 7. 1 forward, 2, 3. 5 back, 6, 7. 1 forward, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. If you're feeling comfortable, just listen to the music. Make sure you're putting your weight on your steps. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1. Let's try a little faster. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. 1. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. 1. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. 1. 6, 7. 1. 1. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. 1. 6, 7. 6, 7. 1. 6, 7. 1. 6, 7. 1. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. 1. 2, 3. Great job. Keep counting. Just feel the music. Have fun with it. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. 1. 6, 7. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. 1. 6, 7. 1. 2, 3. 6, 7. 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1. 2, 3. 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3.
Hey.
Awesome job, everyone. I couldn't see you, but I felt you. So I'm pretty sure you're ready to dance with the band. So are y'all ready for the mariquitas? Yeah.
Can we make some noise for Jam and Luca for that beautiful brief dance instruction? We are Las Mariquitas.
Check, check. Check, check. Check, check, check.
Thanks so much to Jay Fresh for inviting us. Make some noise for Jay Fresh.
Cha da 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 da.
Don't be afraid to dance with us. Come closer. Si te orientas hacia esa estrella cercana, te sostiene y te desamarra, te acercas al agua, quizás resbalas. Cuidado con lo que te digas, eso corta, sana, fortifica. Cuidado con lo que te digas, escribes el mundo en que vivirás.
Si la muerte lo ofrece, pues, ya. Cómete esta flor de morir. Si la muerte lo ofrece, pues, ya. Si la muerte lo ofrece, pues, así mismo,
Tesoro en este mismo baile, tesoro en tu paso constante, tesoro en irnos pa'lante.
Cuidado con lo que te digas, eso corta, sana, fortifica. Cuidado con lo que te digas,
escribes el mundo en que vivirás.
Si la muerte lo ofrece, pues, ya. Cómete esta flor de morir. Ya. Si la muerte lo ofrece, pues, ya. Si la muerte lo ofrece, pues, habla.
moringa, named after the fruit of the tree of life, by our very own Lola Irizarry.
Yeah. This next song is about the forest fire smokes that we experienced a few months ago. Hay un fuego en montaña canadiense. Hay un humor que no me deja respirar y una realidad que no podemos evitar. Si envenenamos este planeta, también nos va a envenenar. Cuidado con ese humo, por eso tabaquito yo no fumo. Cuidado con ese humo, si tú te vas pues yo también me sumo. Cuidado con ese humo, y humo, y humo, y humo, y fuego nada más. Cuidado con ese humo, y humo, y humo, y humo, y leña quemar. Cuidado con ese humo, se necesita agua, agua nada más. Cuidado con ese humo. Este humo restringe mi medicina. En mi canto, pero ahora estoy ahogada. Ay, pero me cuesta regalar lo que yo hago para sanar. Si este planeta está envenenado, también yo estoy envenenado. Cuidado con ese humo. Si este planeta está envenenado, cuidado con ese humo. También yo estoy envenenado. Cuidado con ese humo. Si este planeta está envenenado, cuidado con ese humo. También yo estoy envenenado. Cuidado con ese humo. Cuidado con ese humo. Yo estoy envenenado. Cuidado con ese humo. También yo estoy envenenado. Cuidado con ese humo. También yo estoy envenenado. Cuidado con ese humo. Anacaona, india de raza cautiva. Anacaona, de la región primitiva.
Anacaona, india de raza cautiva. Anacaona, de la región primitiva. Anacaona, huituyo, como lloro, cuánto río. Anacaona, huilabo, tengo cuidado con eso. Tu libertad nunca llegó.
Anacaona, india de raza cautiva. Anacaona, de la región primitiva.
Anacaona, india de raza cautiva. Anacaona, de la región primitiva. Y dice
Anacaona, arresto de Anacaona.
pero niña de raza cautiva, alma de blanca paloma.
Anacaona, arresto de Anacaona.
Muere, 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 muere llorando. Muere pero no perdona, no.
Anacaona, arresto de Anacaona.
Anton.
We need more keys on the monitor. last two songs. Those last two songs that we played, the first one was Cuidado con ese humo, an original that talks about climate change. The core refrain of that song is Si el planeta está envenenado, también yo estoy envenenada, which translates to if this planet is poisoned, then we are also poisoned. And the second song we played was written by the great Tite Cure Alonso, and it's called Anacaona, and it's about a Taína leader who fought against Christopher Columbus himself. So we were really excited to be given this opportunity to play, given that for us, this band is as much a political project as it is a musical one. It's a project of liberation. But furthermore, we're honored to have a moment to celebrate an often forgotten lineage in our salsa music. Since before it was even called salsa, Jewish musicians, DJs, and producers have been involved in the creation of salsa music. People like Symphony Sid and Larry Harlow often collaborated with Puerto Rican and Cuban and Caribbean and Black and Indigenous musicians who created this genre of music, whose name literally refers to a mix of a bunch of ingredients, salsa. So much like rumba and bomba and jazz and R&B are part of the DNA of this music, so is klezmer and other music Jewish musicians brought to the table. And much like we have collaborated musically, it's also important to name, honor, and continue that lineage of collaboration and solidarity towards collective liberation. So thank you so much for including us. Okay, this next song is an original by Nico Hansen behind the keys. Nico Hansen. Okay. It's called Florecer. And the coro goes, Te queremos ver florecer, de cuerpo, espíritu y mente, hay que dejar de sufrir, mi bella gente. We want to see you bloom in body, spirit, and mind. We must stop suffering, my beautiful people.
But before we start, y'all gotta come closer and dance. And be. This is not just background music. We're here with y'all, moving together. We're in movement together. So let's be here together.
And thank you again for having us. De cuerpo, espíritu y mente, hay que dejar
hay que dejar de sufrir. Vive ya gente.
Thank you.
Do y'all want to hear a fast one or a slow one?
Fast one. Fast? Okay. Jenny Remain says fast. We gotta
I'll
go
say
fast.
fast. All right. We will not slow it down for y'all.
Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará. Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará.
Cuando niño mi mamá se murió, solito con el viejo me dejó. Me dijo solo nunca quedará, porque no se esperaba enfermedad. A los 10 años papá se murió, se fue más allá. Y la gente decía que me llorar. Mi suerte cambiará y cuándo será.
Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará. Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará.
Esperamos pero mi vida por un poco dio. Sobrevivimos una realidad de la cual yo no podía ni escapar. Para comer ayer, aunque se me hace la sociedad a la que pretendí habitar. No te juro que tu suerte cambiará. Oye,
Llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará. Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará. Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará. Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará.
ahora me encuentro aquí en mi soledad, pensando que mi vida será. No tengo sitio donde regresar, y tampoco a nadie quiero ocupar. Si el destino me vuelve a traicionar, de juro no puedo fracasar. Estoy cansado de tanto esperar, y estoy seguro que mi suerte cambiará. ¿Y cuándo será?
Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará. Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará.
Sufrí la parte de mi vida ya, sin un complejo de inferioridad. Por eso no me canso de esperar, pues un día Dios a mí me ayudará. Y el día que suceda mucho sed, a todo el mundo yo le ayudaré, porque tarde o temprano se verá como el día de mi suerte cambiará, ya lo verás.
Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará. Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte,
Seguro que mi suerte cambiará.
Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará. Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará. Dímelo.
Dice, ¿cómo suena?
Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará. Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte. Sé que antes de mi muerte, seguro que mi suerte cambiará.
Dice, thank you so much.
Muchas gracias. We are Las Mariquitas.
We have one more song left. We want to thank J Fresh one more time and all of their partners and all of the amazing work they do to make New York City a place that people can actually live, a livable city based on care, based on collective solidarity and struggle and survival and thriving. So thank you. Thank you for recognizing the interconnectedness of these struggles from Puerto Rico to Palestine to here in Brooklyn. We are fighting together.
This is our last song. Follow us on
So come
Instagram.
closer and dance with us. This is your last chance tonight.
Yes.
That close.
Honestly, I've always wanted people to get on the stage.
Yes.
If
Just don't step on the cables.
There's a little bit of space right there. Everybody's too afraid to do it. It's okay.
Pastorita tiene guarare conmigo. Pastorita tiene guararé conmigo. Yo no sé por qué será. Yo nunca le he hecho nada. Ella es mi amiga del alma y la llevo en el corazón. Yo nunca le he hecho nada. Ella es mi amiga del alma y la llevo en el corazón. Pastorita tiene guararé conmigo. Yo no sé por qué será. Pastorita tiene guararé conmigo. Yo no sé por qué será. Pastorita tiene guararé. Pastorita tiene guararé. Pastorita tiene guararé. Pastorita tiene guararé. Oh, no, 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 no sé por qué. Pastorita tiene guararé. Con tus sentimientos tristes ya no jugaré. Pastorita tiene guararé. Siempre yo he sido tu mami y siempre seré. Pastorita tiene guararé. Sabe que te quiero mucho, tú lo sabes bien. Pastorita tiene guararé. Pastorita tiene guararé. Ajá, eso.
Pastora,
Pastora,
¿por qué tiene guararé?
guararé, 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 guararé. Pastorita tiene guararé. Pastorita tiene guararé. Pastorita tiene guararé. Ajá, ajá. Pastorita tiene guararé. Pastorita tiene guararé. Pastorita tiene guararé. Eso. Pastorita tiene guararé. 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 Ajá, ajá. Pastorita tiene guararé.
¡Epa!
Pastorita.
Y dice...
You want one more? All right.
Como me quiero? No. You're like, nah, I'm good.
No. Toro mata. Toro mata.
Okay.
All right, we do kind of have that in the bag. Let's see how it turns out. Are you trying to do the 4-4? Straight into the 4-4? Or 6-8 first? All right.
Can you give me the key?
Toro mata y toro mata rumbambero ay toro mata y toro mata rumbambero ay toro mata. La color no le permite hacer el kitia y pichincha y toro mata. La color no le permite hacer el kitia y pichincha y toro mata. Toro mata y toro mata rumbambero y toro mata y toro mata rumbambero y toro mata.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's up.
check, check, boom.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you, Jay Fredge, and everybody who made this happen. We're La Mariquitas.
Thank you, Chris, on sound.
We'll see you soon. Get home safe.